Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com, and this is going to be your stock watch list for the 20th of September, Thursday. Well, let's go ahead and talk about what's on everybody's mind. TLRY. This is a member of the MJ, the ETF, the marijuana ETF MJ, and that has been having a big move. TLRY is one of the components in the MJ. TLRY just hit $300 today on TLRY. Citron is short this name. I believe they're short since, uh, if memory serves me right, I think it's like $64 a share. Anyway, the margin calls hit today at $300. That was the capitulation in TLRY. Now, during this whole upturn in TLRY, had never been halted. Today it was halted about 5 or 6 times. You're looking at a 5-minute chart, intraday chart. So when it hit 300, that's when the brokers couldn't take anymore and they started putting out those margin calls. That's when you have to sell. All right. If you're short, you have to cover, you have to take your lumps. And that's exactly what happened here at 300. Could have happened back here also this morning, right? You see that big downdraft in TLRY. But when it hit 300, it was pretty obvious that's what was going on. The margin calls were getting put out there. And so then basically, all the shorts had to, sell their shares or cover their shares. And so now Tilray came down to about $150 and dip buyers showed up on this stock. It was a 50% off deal there. Dip buyers show up and they pushed it back up to the 200 area in the after hours tonight. So right now, TLRY is trading at 209 and change. No doubt this is a bubble right now. All right, we are in a pot bubble. Anybody remember some of those 3D printing stocks? And I'm not going to lecture you on bubbles. We're all big boys and big girls here, but remember, 3D printing was going to change the world. 3D printing, they were at like say $5, $10 a share, and they were going to change the world. And 3D went up to $100 a share, and then look what happened after that. Anybody remember Bitcoin, right? And I'll blow this chart up for you. So Bitcoin came up to 20,000. When it was up here at 20,000, it was going to, 50,000, 100,000. It was going to change the world. And here it is. It's sitting at 6,000, and a bunch of the other cryptocurrency, instruments also getting crushed. Anybody remember SSYS, also a 3D printing stock? That one came out, I think, at around $20 a share. IPO, they pushed it up to about $140 a share. It's right back down to about $20 a share on SSYS. So, I'm not saying TLRY, can't go higher. Maybe they're going to have a great, life in the stock market, but 300 in this short of a pace within what, like a month, is just, absolutely ridiculous. And you can tell, it's just not a natural movement up. It's definitely short covering and, shorts just running for the hills in this stock, and a lot of the other stocks, CGC, also with a big move. And you know what? It'll end when it ends. Nobody can predict when this is going to end. And come next week, we could be, trading these much higher. Who knows, right? But for right now, just warning you, don't put your life savings into these. Don't think that this is the next coming. As I showed you, everybody thought that with the 3D printing stocks, and then down they came. The euphoria wore off, and then down they came. So just keep that in mind. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some of the action today. The SPY itself still under those all-time highs. Let's see, we had 291.74 was our all-time high. Today we came up to 291.69. So still battling there. You know what did well today? was the Dow Jones. Dow Jones was up 158 points today. We are just under the highs here for the Dow Jones, around 26. We'll call it 2617 for the all-time highs of the Dow. We're just a stone's throw, 200 points away. Even with all the China tariffs and what we spoke about, Boeing last night on the video, so it did pop higher. Caterpillar finally got over that 200 SMA. We spoke about this on the video last night. Nice move up in Caterpillar. So the Dow Jones had a good day. Let's go ahead and check out our markets. And so once again, FXI leading the top of the list here as 1.75% move up in the FXI, that's the China stocks. Oil had another good day today, up almost 2% on oil. The banks came roaring back today. Such names as Citigroup, Bank America moved up nicely. Goldman Sachs finally turned around. The stock had been down, 11, 12 days in a row. Finally, they turned it up. So they discovered the banks as the TLT was moving down. That means the rates on the 20 plus was moving up, right? So rates on the bonds were moving up as the TLT was moving down, and so the banks were getting a pop here. Even Zion moving up a little bit. WFC, a bank that I don't like, was moving up today. Also, Bank America, showed you that one, was moving up today. JP Morgan, probably the strongest in the banking sector, also having a great day today. So the banks were very strong. The XLF was up almost 1.75%. The OIH, the oil services sector, up another 1.31%. Today, and then after that we had a bunch of 1%ers and 0.75%. The Dow was up 159 points today. The Nasdaq was down 6 points today. All right, so the Nasdaq was red, and the SPY, the S&P 500, was up about 4 points today. So a little bit of a mixed market. Let's go ahead and see what was moving down today. VIX volatility was moved down 8% today. Just no fear out there. Yesterday we had a 12 handle on the VIX. Now we have an 11 handle on the VIX. Utilities moving down today over 2% as rates were moving up. People pull money from the utility, so that was down today. REITs were down today, 1.33%. IWM was red today. The IWM, which is the Russell small cap stocks. So this stock came down below that 170. Right now we're battling at the 50 SMA on the IWM. We're below this 170 spot, and we're right at the 50 SMA. 50 SMA is at 168.94 for the IWM. Let's see what's going to happen here tomorrow. The IWC also now is below the 50 SMA, testing this 100 SMA on the IWC, which is currently at 105.93. So we'll call it 106. This is the micro caps, all right? The even smaller companies. So they were red on the day. The IBB, the biotechs, trying to hug and hold on to the 50 SMA on the IBB, the biotechs, the XBI, still below the 50 SMA. You can see here it popped up this morning, right? So that means we got as high as 96.37, but then the sellers came in. We closed at 95.57 on the XBI. So a little bit of a mixed bag in the markets. Once again, the Dow kind of leading the charge today in the markets, and oils were very strong. Banks very strong, and let's see. We also had a pop in JNUG today. Gold started to turn back up a little bit here. Put folks into JNUG today in the service. They got in at that 781 spot. It moved up to $8.33 on JNUG today. So nice trade there for the folks in the room, for our gold bugs in the room. Let's check out gold, GLD, still below the 50 SMA. Let's check out silver. That is trying to turn the corner our volume came in still below the 20 SMA. Look how long we've been under the 20 SMA. For me, I think silver would have to prove itself and get up over the 20 SMA and around that 1350 spot to get interesting on silver. So just want to take a quick look at that. All right, so that's some of the markets. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the news that came out after the bell tonight, courtesy of our friends over there at The Trade Exchange, thetradeexchange.com. If you're looking for a good news service, reliable news service, audio all day, fast audio, come and check out The Trade Exchange. I use them all day. I love their service, and I can't speak more highly about it. It's a very simple format, all right? You have audio news, and then you have your visual news, and that's pretty much all I need as a trader. I just want to know what's going on intraday, and they keep me up to date all day with the audio news throughout the day on the real-time economic information. All right, so let's look at some of the news that came out after the bell tonight. The market closed. TLRY, like we said, was halted about 5 times today. MTEM, this thing was strong right out of the gate this morning, but then they announced an offering after the bell, so that stock is moving down tonight, public offering on that one. CRSP, another biotech, CRISPR, that stock is moving down. They announced a $200 million offering. Also, we had Red Hat, RHT, earnings per share beat by 3 cents, revenue miss, RHT. That stock is moving down. They lowered their Q3 guidance on Red Hat, so they're moving that stock down. VKTX came out with a proposed public offering of common stock on VKTX. Not much selling going on, VKTX, not much selling going on in this name, but offerings are never good. We'll see what pricing they come out with on that offering. AMD got a price target up to 38 at Stifel. I believe it was 21. So AMD was moving up a little bit in the after hours on AMD on that price increase by Stifel. Next, we had, some of the shippers were very strong, and out came a 13D. And we had some Economu George reported a 72.26 ownership in dry. So I think that's what was moving the dry, the shippers. All right, dry is having a very strong close. As we do the watch list, you'll see I have a few shippers on our watch for tomorrow. Top insider purchases after the bell, CCR, IFF, FBNC, SSP. All right, all with some insider purchases. ADVM, FDA receives fast track designation. All right, so ADVM, that one is moving up a little bit in the after hours, ticking up a biotech name, fast track designation on that name. So this news is courtesy of the Trade Exchange, built for traders by traders. Definitely check out their service, folks. And they're usually running good promotions for first-time users. So check their Twitter feed at the Trade Exchange and check out their promotions to get that first month at a low price to kind of get established with their service. All right, so that's some of the news that came out after the bell. Like we said, Red Hat lowered guidance, that stock moving down. We went through some of the markets. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stocks I'll have on watch. I've been talking about AFMD, but it hasn't really been doing much. Today, though, we came down to that 20. We finally started to get a little bit of a turn in AFMD. Has that $5 number up ahead. 2.7 million shares. This one will be on watch tomorrow. Another theme today was stocks with reverse splits. This ALT had no news on it. It just recently did a 1 for 20. So that means they're pulling shares out of the market. All right. So that lowers their float down. and you see this big move up. I mean, just incredible. $5 up to, $17 on ALT, and I think that's because they pulled shares out, 1 for 20 reverse split. So, we might want to watch this one for tomorrow. We'll see. AVEO, kind of quiet here, 1.2 million shares, but we have this $3 level up ahead, $3, 305. Keep an eye on this AVEO. A lot of fits and starts, as you can see on the daily chart here. But I think if it clears that 3, we could get a nice pop. So we'll see. AWSM, this stock had an inside day yesterday. They came right back in at around that $6 level, pushed it back up 1.7 million. We have $7 up ahead. The high today on this name was 719. So keep an eye on this AWSM. AXTA. Now this got mentioned on CNBC halftime show today. Unusual options activity in this name, just under $30, 4.5 million shares. So this one got up to $30.03. Keep your eye on AXTA with unusual options activity. Some banks I'll be watching, Bank America, Citi Group I'll be watching tomorrow as the banks got some buying today. Another stock I'll be watching is BLDP. Now, BLDP is not an easy one to trade intraday. It doesn't do a lot of volume or doesn't give you big pushes. But today, it was kind of steady. I'm going to watch this one if it can take out 425. All right. So if it can get up over this 425, maybe we get a big push in Ballard Power. By the way, this is a Canadian company. So keep an eye on that one. BLRX. This is an under $1 name. It is a supposedly a pot stock. 1.5 million shares came into it. Now, this is what's going to happen when you have TLRY and CGCs kind of running their course, CRON. Folks are looking for the next one. So BLRX has been touted out there on social media as a possible pot play. Everybody remember IGC. We actually did a swing trade in IGC. We did very well. This was designated a pot stock. Now, it didn't move up to the same extent as a Tilray, but I believe we made about 25-30% on this swing trade. So, watch BLRX to see if they want to move this one, all right? CHK, an oil stock, we're going to have this one on watch. Trying to turn the corner here, still under the 50 SMA. CHK, so oils have been pretty strong. Some shippers I'm going to have on watch, and sorry for these charts, but these things have just been crushed. They're starting to turn the corner here. So DCIX turning the corner, we'll watch that. Like I said, dry ships will be on watch tomorrow. 1.4 million shares came into this. The high was 538. We'll see how it sets up intraday. Would like maybe like a red to green, a pullback, or maybe I'll watch the 2-minute kind of range break, that type of thing, or a 5-minute range break on dries. GEMP has been hanging in there. GEMP, we're in this tight pattern here on GEMP. So far, they have not been able to get it up over that 250, 243 area. So I'll be watching it. GLBS is another shipper that's trying to turn the corner, trying to get up over the 50 SMA on GLBS. IQ, a China name. We actually intraday traded this one today for nice gains. So I'll have IQ on watch again tomorrow. BABA will be on watch again tomorrow. The other day we traded BABA for like $3. And I just want to throw Facebook out there. Facebook has been holding that 160. I talked about it in previous videos. As you can see now, Facebook is trading at 163 now after holding that 160 area that we talked about. So, if you're making money off these videos, please hit that thumbs up, support the channel. If you're getting information that's helping you in your trading, please support the channel and hit that thumbs up. Would greatly appreciate it. So some other stocks, Joan. Here's one that did a 1 for 20 reverse split, starting to turn the corner. Possible $5 break in the energy sector, JONE. about half a million shares came into that one. Makes me want to look at CEI. CEI not doing too much, so JONE definitely stronger than CEI right now. KNDI could possibly break $5 here. All right, so keep an eye on KNDI, NIO. Neo was having a good day today. They popped it back up. They moved it up. We actually traded QTT in the service today. We got a pop up to over $10 on QTT. It was an IPO that was smashed down. They reversed it a little bit today when the China stocks were moving up, so we got a trade in that. MBOT is one to watch. They just did a reverse split, 1 for 15 reverse split. That stock is moving up. Volume is a little bit light though, 218,000 shares. But if they can get this thing back over $7, MBOT might give you a nice move up. MRO, an oil play, looks pretty good. If it can ever clear this $22 area on MRO. NBEV, one that we should keep on watch. Big pop in NBEV. I didn't catch this one today, but a big move up coming up to that $5 area on NBEV. We closed at 437. Maybe it needs a break tomorrow, maybe an inside day, consolidation day, but keep that one on watch for the rest of the week. NEPT had a very strong day trying to get up over this $5 area. 10 million shares came into NEPT today. NIO, we already spoke about that one. Needs to get up over that 914, 920 area on NIO. Another one, if you like the under $1 names, this OGEN, 2.4 million shares, trying to turn the corner, trying to get up over the 50 SMA. 50 SMA is at 53 cents on OGEN. So if you like those under $1 names, keep an eye on that one. Okta has been consolidating after its earnings, holding the 13 EMA here a couple of times. I think it needs to get up over about that 70-50 area on Okta for a possible swing trade. PXS, another shipper that started perking up today, only 181,000 shares, came up to the 50 SMA. If this thing ever gets up over that 50 SMA and maybe that 90-cent spot, the 50 SMA is at 89 cents, so watch it over 90 cents. PXS, this is another shipper. We might get a move in. RIGL was watching it today. I think this one needs to get up over 365 on RIGL. 3 million shares came into this one. They're finally getting it up over the 200 SMA. We had a seller back here at 365. That was the highs. Today's high was 364. Keep that one on watch. SBLK, another one, another shipper that you might want to have on your radar. Tops also starting to try to turn the corner here. 1.5 million. Has that $1.10, 109 area up ahead. Today's high on TOPS was 105. So keep that one on watch if they want to make a move. TYME. Nice close here on TYME. Moved up into the close, ticking up in the after hours. It's up at $2.80. So keep an eye on that one. Lastly, Tesla. All right. Tesla, Elon Musk, SEC bearing down on him. Stock moves up today. Yesterday, they moved it down on that further SEC investigation. Today, the dip buyers showed right back up. Now, if this thing can get back over the highs from yesterday, the other day was around 302.64. All right, so if it can get up over 303, shorts might have to run for the hills here as it's closing just under 300. Let's see what it's doing after hours. So basically, it's still under that $300 level, and here was your high yesterday of 302.64. So if we get up over that 302.64, that's kind of where the breakdown started, right? When that news came out yesterday of the SEC further investigation, and so they dropped it down. But look at the dip buyers showing up here, and so Tesla will be on my watch for tomorrow. All right, this is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. Come check out my service. For $30, you could be in my service for a month. All right, go to my webpage, zozostockwatch.com. Click on the Join Me part, and you'll see a coupon code 30 for 30. Copy and paste that, and you could be in my service for 1 full month for $30. All right, and I think that's a great deal for new traders and new people wanting to try my service. All I'm asking you for is $30 to come and be educated for a full month. Then if you like our service, it would go up to $84.95 per month, but we also have quarterly pricing at $189. And that lowers your pricing down to $63 a month. And that includes all the screen share, news is included, audio news is included, alerts is included, education throughout the day. And that's what traders need. You need education, you need screen time, and you need low prices because you don't have much money. So for $30 for 30 days, come try my service. Hit that subscribe button. And thank you so much for the support on the channel. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. Have a good day trading tomorrow. No video tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is Thursday. I take the night off. See you guys back over the weekend with your next video. Have a great night.